Hi guys, and welcome to my first Get Ready With Me video. I've already prepped my skin. I've used my Kiehl's toner, my MAC CC cream in yellow for correcting redness, and my Benefit It's Potent Eye Cream. I almost never buy eye cream because I keep ending up with samples that last me forever. Next I'm going to use my Urban Decay Eden Eye Primer, which as you can see is almost done and I have to crush like crazy to get anything out of, and yes, my camera did just try and take a sideways dive. So, I just dab that on, and clearly I didn't take my eye makeup off properly. I've got a black smudge on the side of my face. Oh well. As you can see, my hair is also still wet. I do my makeup while my hair is wet so that it's mainly air dried by the time I'm drying it with a hairdryer, because it means there's less heat damage to your hair. So, next I'm taking the Sleek Au Naturel palette, and I'm using the colour called Nougat. And I'm going to be using a MAC 227 brush with this, and I'm just going to apply it all over my brow bone. This just kind of highlights, evens out the tone, and it gives me a nicer edge on my brows, I think, as well. Okie doke. And then, next I'm just taking the e.l.f. eyeshadow brush and the Alma Mineral eyeshadow in Paris, which is in my Project 10 pan. When I done my Project 10 pan video, I said this was like a taupe colour, and then swatched it on my hand and it came out gold. So in this video I believe it does show it a little bit more pewter, which is how it comes out on my skin in real life. I don't know why it decided to look gold on my hand, but on my eyes it definitely comes out kind of more taupey coloured. So I'm just patting that onto the lid. With this eyeshadow, it is quite shimmery if you pat it on. If you swipe it, the chunkier shimmer goes away and it looks a little bit more of a gentle shimmer than full on glittery. So, I'm just tidying things on my bed apparently. Next I'm taking my MAC 227 and my HD Brows Compact. I'm using this bottom left shade, and I actually really like this as like a crease and a transition colour. It works okay as an eyebrow colour as well, but I really do like it as a crease colour. It's a nice gentle smoky shade. It's really easy to blend out. It's difficult to apply, too much of it. So as well as sweeping this through the crease, I'm also, as you can see, kind of working in on the outer V. And I just kind of blend as I go and just add more and more until I'm happy with it, and I'm happy that both sides are even, which clearly I am not yet. Yeah, the lighting in my room's gone a bit funny because one of the bulbs are out, so the reason I'm leaning back is to make sure I catch the one it's in. And it just cleared up some fallout there as well. And still decided it's not even. Wow, I was having a perfectionist moment there. Okay, and again with the tidying. So I'm going to take my Real Technique Expert Favourites brush, that's the one, and my NARS Sheer Glow Concealer. I brought the cap on this. I couldn't believe it. I was like tightening the lid and I heard something pop and I thought, what? And I pulled off the square bit and it literally just, the lid had flipped on the inside. So I always apply this onto the back of my hand. You do get pumps with for NARS foundations, but they sell them separately and they always sell out. So I kind of dot this around my face before blending. Just gives the product a chance to kind of like warm up with your skin before you're actually trying to blend it. And to be honest, I don't really blend my foundation in any particular order. I just kind of work my way around, I jump around, I go back and forth between spaces. But one of the areas that I always make sure to blend really well is the forehead and kind of around the bottom of my cheeks going onto the jawline, because you really don't want to have a mess there. And I always make sure I do the kind of front of my nose. It's something that I used to forget and then would look at my makeup and go, why? No. I do bring my foundation up under my eyes. I know some people don't, they leave that just for concealer, but I'm not one of those people. So next I'm taking my Bobbi Brown corrector in Light Bisque, and I do just apply that with my fingers. It is quite creamy, but it is definitely solid in the packaging product, and the heat of your fingers is just much better for applying it than with a brush. So I take care to pat this in. You don't want to swipe too much around your eye area because it's not good for wrinkles. So next, my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, that's the one. I'm actually starting to run low on this and I'm dreading the day it runs out. And again, just patting that in. And I do take that kind of up the inner corner of my eye beside my nose because my black circly bags do actually extend there because I'm such a lucky person. So yeah, I always do my under eye concealer before concealing my face just because I don't want to go touching any spots with my fingers, and then if there's any germs in those spots I'm putting it near my eye, and I don't like that as a thought. So I blend that down onto my cheeks as well and up onto my nose, as you just saw. So I have a cracking few spots on my chin and jawline because I'm having a lucky moment where I'm covered in spots. I'm about to draw concealer dots all over my face and even some more stripes as well, because that's how much I've got going on in the spot department. And again, just like the foundation, I blend these in not in any particular order. So as long as I try and not forget any, it's all good. It doesn't really matter. So I do have a freckle quite far back on that cheek, but I don't conceal that because I'm quite happy for it to be there. And yeah, stop dancing to yourself, you look like a crazy person. So a little bit more on the forehead. My forehead is one of the worst bits of my face for discoloration, I would say. Maybe I should bring my fringe back and just save myself a fortune on concealer. But no, I like my hair the way it is just now. So I haven't really been setting my foundation with powder anymore. So I'm going to go straight onto my contouring, and I'm using the Illamasqua Cream Pigment in Hollow and an Illamasqua brush, which is actually, it comes apart on me all the time. The handle just won't stay glued. I've re-glued it and it just comes apart again. And yeah. Oh, and look, I missed a bit of concealer. Like I said, I probably would. So as ever with contouring, kind of start up in line with my ear and work my way down. You don't want to go too far forward on your cheek, so you'll end up looking at a weird shape. And I just blend that until I'm happy that they look even and look relatively natural. It's a little bit of a heavy contour, but I do kind of like that, and I think I can get away with it, especially once the rest of the blush and things is on. So I'm using my MAC 168 brush for my blush, and this is just a blush that came with Glossybox. It's not like it's a brand that Glossybox are promoting, it's one of their kind of bonus items. They've done like a Glossybox makeup brush, a Glossybox lipstick and a Glossybox blusher, and this is a blusher which I'm using every day. It's just a kind of matte rosy pink shade. And next I'm taking, the other Glossybox product that I forgot, the Glossybox Cashmere Highlighter. The Glossybox products are made by Kryolan and they are usually pretty good. The highlighter, I think it's very pretty, but it does seem to wear off on me during the day, so I have been taking it with me in my kind of handbag makeup bag and reapplying that on occasion. But it's a really nice highlighter for your cheeks, for like your cupid's bow, tip of your nose, anywhere else that you like to do that. I've also been using the Soap & Glory Arch de Triomphe highlighting side as an inner corner highlight, so I just scribble it on quite thick, to be honest with you, and then take my finger and kind of dab that and blend it out, and I think it gives a really nice, quite natural, everyday inner corner highlight. Like I do this for work and I don't feel like I've got something really over the top going on. So, right, and then I'm going to do my eyeliner. This is a tiny stump left of a Stila Kahal eyeliner in Onyx. This is a very, very creamy, smudgy eyeliner. I can only do very, very thin lines with this, or else I'll end up with like a line stamped on like my brow bone area from my eyes being opened, which is quite annoying. Definitely not a product you can use in your waterline, although I don't believe Stila even make it anymore. I think it's just the twist up liners that they have now. So, pulling a fish face, even though I'm not doing cheek makeup. So this is a Mary Kay mascara that I got with a glossy box. It's got one of the kind of plasticky silicone brushes, which aren't my favourite, but I am kind of enjoying this mascara anyway, despite that. So I do my top and bottom lashes pretty much every day, and I did mean to try and get into the habit of curling them because I do like how it looks, but I've not got into that habit yet, as you can clearly see when I'm not curling them. So next we've got the blushers, and we're back to the HD Brows palette. Now for my brows, I do use the brush that came with the compact. I do like it, and I actually used the darkest colour. I didn't bother showing it because honestly there's very little left. There's a ring around the outside of the pan, you almost can't see it. So the reason I'm tilting my head forward at this funny angle is I tend to get a lot of fallout doing my eyebrows, and I've already done the rest of my face makeup, so if I'm leaning forward and any product falls, it will fall away from my face and I won't make a mess of the work that I've already done. Yeah, so I do like quite a heavy dark brow, not the most natural looking thing, but I think dark heavy things frame my features better. It's the same with glasses. So I'm using a Model Co brow gel. I got this again in a glossy box. It's a little bit too light for me, so I couldn't really use it on its own, even though it is a tinted brow gel, but I think over a brow powder it works quite well, and I almost end up with a sort of highlighted effect that looks kind of natural. And then I'm going to use this Burt's Bees lip gloss in Whisper. Many of you guys tried these. I feel like mine has weird lumps in it, almost like bits of like granulated sugar, but it seems to melt away. So it's not a problem, it's just weird and I don't know what the deal is. But it's just a pretty sheer nudie pink. So next I am going to go on to my hair because I'm done with the face. This is Garnier, no it's not Garnier, Schwarzkopf Got To Be Oil-licious with argan oil styling oil, and I just kind of pump that into my hand, rub my hands together to spread out, and then spread it through my hair, just combing it through with my fingers and focusing more on the ends rather than up at the roots. I just kind of wipe up near the roots once everything's almost done. Then I've got my Bumble and Bumble all-purpose multi-purpose spray. So this is a heat protectant. I like it better than the traditional like really wet squishy bottles. It's a proper aerosol and it spreads through your hair properly, but I do still always brush my hair through to make sure that both those products are evenly distributed, and also to get my parting put in my hair, and I do just do that with my fingernails. I don't know, it works, so I don't really bother digging out a comb to do that with instead. So I'm weird, I do an off-centre but also diagonal parting because that's what I decided I liked. So now I'm going to dry my hair with a lovely new hairdryer that I got for my Christmas, and then I'm also going to put on a necklace which my boyfriend got me for my Christmas, and it's from Thomas Sabo and I love it, although as you can see from the face the catch is really weird. I like it, it's secure, but it's quite difficult to do. One day I'm going to end up closing my hair in that weird snappy bead thing, but that's me already. I love you, bye. Or I'll pose some more. Why not? See you later, guys.